When I was 19 years old, I spent a year of my life in LA County Jail. I remember the urge, like that desire to kind of get out of my own skin. Like I felt uncomfortable. That intense self-awareness, that painful self-awareness had kind of slipped away. And then I remember somebody brought heroin around. And that drug, I just remember the first time I did it so clearly. I felt so good. And I chased that feeling. Heroin became my life. And it was all about the getting and the using and the ways and the means to get more. You know, my parents did this intervention, said, you're gonna get clean right now. For any addict that knows, it's like, you're only really gonna get clean when you're ready to get clean. From there, my parents, they wanted nothing to do with me. They kicked me out of the house, and it was so hard. I'm 19, Dad, where am I gonna go? And he knew I was gonna have to live on the street, but he just said, you're falling, and I'm not gonna give you a parachute to fall with. Lived on the street, my crime just intensified. You know, it was about waking up, and who can I rob? I was dope sick, I needed to get high, and someone was taking out a bunch of money at the ATM machine, and I robbed her, and I got arrested in Santa Monica. I remember my first night in LA County Jail. I was just a little 19-year-old white kid from the West Side, dope sick youngster. It was a learning experience. And it's not that all of a sudden I magically got clean because I wanted to. I went to a 12-step program, and I got real honest with myself, with other people about what was happening with me so that I could get my shit together. I didn't find yoga until I was about maybe 6 months out of jail. And these girls I got into high school with were like, Vytas, you should totally come take yoga. And I was like, no way am I going to yoga. I finally decided, okay, I'll go. I'll go to a class, I'll check it out. But I just remember it was like super non-dogmatic and easygoing. It was a guy's guy. It felt good. I just remember leaving my first yoga class more awake and rejuvenated, and just I felt really positive. I went to grad school to study mathematics. I love school. I mean, I love thinking. I love mathematics. I love science. That stuff is one of my favorite things in the world. It's just thinking and analyzing and thinking and analyzing. And the best counter for that was yoga. And that's what got me into a deeper practice, was taking my drive for precision and using it in my yoga practice. I look back at the kid who was getting loaded every day, and I see no discipline. And I never thought I was going to be a yoga teacher. I never thought I was going to have a career in yoga. Like, I wanted to work in math. I wanted to work for a think tank. I wanted to work for the NSA. And I remember when I finished school, there was a teacher training happening in Tulum. And I was like, well, that sounds pretty cool. Just like a couple weeks in Mexico, give myself a treat. I've been working my butt off. And when I came back into LA, I started teaching just like one class a week. And I started teaching, and people started coming. And all of a sudden I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 classes a week. You know, my practice has just really allowed me to be who I am. And I'm still such a work in progress. By no means, just because I've been practicing yoga for so long or been teaching yoga for so long, am I any better than anybody else. If you would have told me 15 years ago, you're gonna be teaching yoga, driving an electric car, hiking every morning, eating mostly vegetarian food, I'd be like, dude, you're fucking crazy. That's not gonna be who I am. But that's who I am today, and I love that person. I love the life I've created for myself. I am awake. Like, I am aware. Life is in session, and it is happening, good and bad and ugly and all of it. And I'm just enjoying the ride. Sure, I still get afraid. Sure, I'm still insecure, but I feel so comfortable in my own skin. I'm grateful for each day as it comes, another day clean, another day with choice, like living my life as I want to live it, not a slave to addiction, not a slave to the needle in my arm. I have no idea where I'm going to be in 5, 10, 15 years. I just know that I want to be present for it.